Hello everyone, I'm here to do a review of Western Lane by Chetna Maroo, which is part of the long list of the International Booker. And this is a book about mostly three sisters, but mostly the youngest, I think, the youngest of them. The mom of these three girls dies at the beginning of the book, and one of the ways that the dad has to deal with this is to put them into squash training quite a lot, like really a lot, kind of obsessed, and the younger sibling seems to be quite good at it, so she also starts liking it, and she kind of develops this very intense relationship with it, and she has a lot of relation with the big names of squash. And there's also this boy in the club that she trains a lot with and stuff like that. And so we've mainly focused on this girl and her relationships with everyone around her, and mostly her dad, but also her sisters. It's a very family focused book, and they are from Indian descent, so there's also this element of culture, even though it's not like the main point of the book, and also it's not necessarily presented in like a negative way, like many books have done in like a racist way. It's not like that. It's more like just in the smaller things, like in the things they eat, or in like the way their relationships work, and the fact that the aunt of these girls doesn't approve that they play squash so much, because that's like exposing herself as women and stuff like that. So there's like those little cultural things which are interesting, but are not like the main focus of the book. The main focus of the book, I will say, is mostly about the relationship between this girl and her dad when her mom dies, and how flawed that relationship is, because the dad is not the best dad to them. Like he's struggling himself as well, and there's a point in the book in which he starts to see their mom again, and like in visions. So he's not a very good or likable character, but we still have that tenderness from the eyes of his daughter. And I really enjoyed this book. I think it was very tender, and I think it was very quiet, but also the language even was also quite beautiful. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's maybe it doesn't feel like Booker worthy to me, because the topics are not big topics, but it's more of on the quiet side. But I think it's very well done, and it's very crafted in every single way. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. It's something that I definitely think it's a good way to get into literary books if you come from something a little bit more commercial, or more like, I don't know, if you want to move it from contemporary young adults into something a little bit more adult and literary. This is a good place to make that change, I think, because it's not because the book is not good, just because it's more simple. It's short. It's more. It doesn't cover a lot of things, and it doesn't, even though it's beautifully written, it also doesn't like do crazy experiments with language. So yeah, I enjoyed this book. Let me know if you have read it, what you thought about it, and if you are planning to read any other book from the Booker long list. And until next video, bye!